If you had all the things you wanted, would you still be stressing like you are in the present moment? Because the stress is exactly what's stopping you from getting those things. But you can eliminate this, and the fact that you clicked on this video, whether you realize it fully or not, shows that some part of you knows this too. Some part of you believes in your power to feel better. Some part of you is ready to remember who you are beyond the stress. And that alone, that belief, even if it's just a tiny spark right now, is powerful. When you understand how it all works, you'll realize you are never as trapped as you thought you were. So let me guide you on a journey with this meditation. You see, sometimes without even realizing it, we get addicted to the hormones of stress, the chemicals of worry, fear, frustration. They become so familiar that anything else feels strange, unsafe even. And so without knowing it, we recreate situations that keep those stress hormones pumping. Your body has been programmed to expect stress, to look for it even when nothing's wrong, because that's what it knows. Think about this. You wake up and before your feet even touch the ground, your mind is already spinning the story. I bet I won't get out of work on time today. It always happens. Today's going to be another struggle just like yesterday. And so what happens? You don't get out on time. Your boss piles more on your plate. Someone says something that irritates you. Your card doesn't work properly. You lose something important. You feel behind. You argue. You worry about money. And by the end of the day, exhausted and drained, you say, "See, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. I was right." Of course you were right. Your body doesn't feel normal without stress because you've programmed your body by waking every day and assuming the worst, because it always happens, and so it happens. But what if it keeps happening because you've unknowingly created a blueprint for it? A pattern that your subconscious just keeps playing out on repeat? What if it's not fate or bad luck, but a program that you've been running so long you forgot you were the one who wrote it? You created it with your subconscious belief system. It's what you've been doing for weeks, months, years. Here's the truth. That stress you carry is exactly what's stopping those things from reaching you. The worry, the overthinking, the constant mental rehearsal of worst case scenarios. Those are invisible walls between you and the life you want to live. If you had all the things you wanted, all the freedom, all the abundance, the love, the peace, the ease, would you still be carrying this stress? This tension like a heavy backpack you forgot you could set down? The good news is, if you wrote it, you can rewrite it. You can choose a new story. One where you wake up and say, "I wonder what beautiful things will happen today. I wonder how ease and peace will find me today. I wonder what little surprises the universe has for me." And when you start practicing that, everything starts to shift. So right now, as you listen to my voice, I want to invite you to imagine what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow and not expect stress. Imagine what it would feel like to live your day as if you were already safe, already free, already abundant. It might be a little difficult at first as you're used to your old beliefs and feelings, but just the same way as you've built these up to be the main focus, you can build up expectations of happiness, good luck and abundance. And it all starts with one thought. the day you plant the seed and the seed grows. Can you feel how light that feels? How much space that creates inside of you? A feeling already experienced can be reproduced many, many times. And what happens to events that get produced many times? They become our normal. Our body begins to follow. We get used to it. Our mind follows. It's natural. But it does take conditioning new beliefs and unconditioning the ones you've carried for years. The other good news is that it gets easier every time, because once you feel those opposing positive emotions once, it's easier to recreate them and recreate them again and again and again until you don't even have to try anymore. It's just natural. Doesn't that sound familiar? I think you know all about that. And here's something I want you to really understand. You don't have to deserve peace or earn ease. You don't have to prove yourself to be worthy of good things happening. You are already worthy, simply because you exist. The universe isn't testing you. It's waiting on you to believe in a different outcome. But as long as your mind is rehearsing pain, your life keeps following that script. Not because you're failing, but because you are powerful enough to create whatever you focus on. Whether it's what you want or what you fear. That is the paradox. The universe doesn't view anything as negative or positive. Only you give those labels out to things. And everyone has different versions of what is good or bad. You may think something is incredibly bad or unhealthy for you, when it brings another person joy and clarity. Those two things are valid. So if it is stress that you are manifesting unconsciously by thinking and feeling stress every day, you only attract more of what you are, even if it is labeled bad by you. The signals you are giving out to the universe will come back to you multiplied. Today is the day we break this by admitting it's our responsibility to make this change happen. That it has to come from us, that we play a huge part in creation, especially the creation of our own lives. And I know shifting this isn't always easy, because when you've spent so long expecting disappointment, hope can feel scary and unbelievable. Joy can feel fragile, like you'll be ripped away. But I want you to hear me when I say it's safe to expect good things. It's safe to let yourself believe that life can feel lighter. You don't have to carry that armor of stress to protect yourself anymore. Because that's all it was anyway. Protection. Just in case something bad happens, you're already prepared for it. But what you don't realize is that being prepared for it makes it more likely to come to you. First of all, stop trying so hard to relax. You don't have to get this right. You don't have to breathe in a perfect way or sit in a perfect posture. Just be here as you are. Notice how even now there might be a part of you trying to do it right, trying to fix how you feel, and that part of you is tired. It's okay. Let it be tired. Let yourself feel exactly how you feel. Even if that feeling is, I don't know how to stop feeling this way. We are only at the start. Okay. This is called a journey for a reason. A journey is not a straight line. And here's the truth. You've been carrying this stress like it's your job. Like if you let go for even a second, everything will fall apart. But what if the opposite is true? Can you ponder this thought for just a second? Can you think the opposite of the way that you've been thinking? Will it harm you thinking positive things? Even if you just gave it a try? What if the things are already heavy because you've been carrying them too tightly? Pause for a second and ask yourself, and I mean really ask, what am I still holding on to that's making me feel like this? Don't rush for the answer. Just let the question float in your mind. And maybe, just maybe, an answer will rise up. Maybe it's fear of not being good enough. Maybe it's feeling responsible for everyone. Maybe it's believing that if you don't keep stressing, you will lose control. Whatever it is, see it, name it, gently, lovingly. Now let me say something to that part of you. You don't have to do this anymore. You've done enough. You've carried enough. You are allowed to rest right now. Take a slow breath and imagine speaking that to yourself. Not like an affirmation, not like a chant, but like a real, raw truth. You are allowed to rest now. Let it sit in your body for a moment. And now, let's go deeper. I want you to imagine not a forest, not a mountain, not a river, but your life. The real one. The one you wake up to every day. Picture yourself in a moment of everyday stress. Maybe rushing to work, maybe worrying about money, overthinking, going in loops inside your head, panicking, maybe feeling not enough. See it clearly, the sounds, the colors, the way it feels in your chest. And now, as you're there, as the observer, as the powerful creator, I want you to do something. Freeze that moment, like pausing a movie. Everything stops. And now imagine you, your highest, calmest, wisest, most authentic self, walks into that scene. A version of you that knows there is always a way, that nothing is worth sacrificing your inner peace. And this version of you walks right up to you, looks you in the eyes and says, "What are you so afraid of?" Sit with that. What is the real fear? Not the surface fear, but the deep one. Is it that you'll never be safe? That people will leave? That you'll never have enough? That you're doing something wrong all the time? That you're not as worthy as that one person is? Whatever rises, welcome it. Don't judge it. Don't push it away. See it, witness it, acknowledge it. And now imagine this higher version of you reaches out and takes that fear out of your hands. And they say to you, I'll hold this for you now. You've carried it long enough. And now I want you to see yourself standing there, empty-handed, lighter, more open. Your higher self begins to speak. What if the reason those things you want, love, money, peace, freedom, haven't shown up yet is because there was no room for them in a life crowded with fear? What if all this time they've been waiting right outside the door, but fear and stress were blocking the way? In order to revive new things, you must first create space. You have been giving away a huge portion of your time, energy, focus, life on stress. When you give up that one thing that was holding such a huge part of your life together, you create a massive clean space for new feelings and emotions and beliefs and opportunities to come through. What does that version of you do next? How do they move? How do they breathe? How do they look at the world? What things are they open to? What things are they willing to give a try? What are they not afraid of anymore? Notice the difference. Because this is what I want you to realize. That person, the one who doesn't carry the fear, is already inside you. Not as a fantasy, not as a dream, but as a real part of you that has been buried under layers of expectation and fear. Let's call that version of you the real you. They've been waiting to break through. But there were some walls that we had to break down first. The real you doesn't need to control everything to be safe. The real you knows that life can be unpredictable and still be beautiful. The real you knows that even when things go wrong, you are strong enough to handle it without falling apart inside. So now take a slow breath and choose in this moment to be more of the real you. Not perfectly, not all at once, but just one step closer. And ask yourself, if I was being the real me today, what would I do differently? What would I stop worrying about? What would I stop pretending to control? Let the answers rise naturally. And now let me remind you of something else. You don't have to solve everything today. You don't have to fix your whole life today. Sometimes the only step is this. Today I give myself permission to stop fighting myself. Today I give myself permission to feel peace, even if I don't have all the answers. And that is enough. So now I want you to imagine holding your own hand. Not as something weird, but as an act of compassion, of saying to yourself, I've got you. I'm here for you now. We don't have to do this the old way anymore. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel the tension release and say to yourself from the deepest place inside, I release the need to stress my way through life. I am safe to live from peace. Because you are. You are safe to live from peace. You are worthy of peace without earning it. You are powerful even when you let go. And you are loved, more than you even know. And just like we put a scene of your life on pause today, any moment you feel under pressure or stress, just imagine putting it on pause. Putting your mind on pause, quieting the chatter, and imagine your higher self there with you, guiding you. They are always by your side. And the more connected you feel to them, the more like them you will become. Imagine them taking away the stress in their hands and feeling a weight lifted off your shoulders. You don't have to juggle so much all at once. You can relax and let go. And always ponder, what feels better in my life? To always expect the worst, or to always expect the best. Please remember, your emotions and feelings can create worlds. That's how powerful they are. So whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. It's natural. These things can happen. But whenever you get the opportunity to, replace it. Even when you find yourself halfway through speaking or thinking something, pause and turn the direction the other way round. Because your subconscious mind picks up on the most prominent idea in your head. So don't get scared by this. If you think positive thoughts 90% of the time and negative thoughts 10% of the time, the positive ones are the most prominent. But when it's the other way round, when you're mainly thinking negatively and only sometimes you're able to think positively, make it your goal, day by day, to slowly begin to erase the negative habits and reinforce the positive ones. I know you can make it. Be patient with yourself. Like I said, this is a journey. And when you are ready, begin to open your eyes and come back to your life. But bring the real you with you, the one who knows they are enough. Remember, the real you is always there, waiting, ready, home.